Impact Plus. Experience Impact Wrestling like never before.
What's up, guys? Tired. Extremely tired. And it just happens to be one of the biggest days of my career. Sold out Odium, Impact Wrestling, Bound for Glory, 2019. The nerves are always a bit different everywhere and everything I do, but today, luckily the nerves aren't here at all. Like, I've been preparing for this moment my entire career at this point. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, Impact Wrestling is blowing up again, and the Odium sold out tonight with me in the main event, and I think that speaks volumes to exactly everything that I've ever said I do in this company.
Got that Bound for Glory Ohio grill.
I can't believe you went through with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying this is going to be the match of the year, like no pressure or anything like that.
Michael Elgin's gonna be mad.
How many pizzas does Michael Elgin have to buy if you win Wrestler of the Year?
For the entire roster.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love this. This is good.
I know. Friendly competition.
I'm voting for you, even if your
will.
match sucks, which it might tonight.
Hey, I've already had one
Good.
match of the year this year. It's okay.
Is that all? Just one? Elgin's had two.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, right.
Enjoy the day, kid.
Where's the locker room? Do you know? It's one of those feelings that, I hate to take credit for all of this, but it's one of those feelings like we sold out this building partially because of me. I put this company on my back. I am not the stereotypical professional wrestler, or stereotypical world champion, or stereotypical the guy that should be on top. Brian Cage is that style of person, but I've went in and I've disrupted the status quo. I've proven that, like, there's no room for mediocrity in professional wrestling anymore. Professional wrestlers are so good at this point. You have to be that much better to actually be on top. And I'm a 5'8" white kid from Ohio that's busted my ass for the last 15 years to finally get to this point and shake things up and change the wrestling business for the better.
Look, I mean, tonight's a huge night for Impact Wrestling, Bound for Glory. It's been 2 years of building to this in front of a sold-out crowd in Chicago, on the biggest stage we've been on in a long, long time. I think that it's a special day for the company, and I think everybody should really be proud of where we are and enjoy the experience.
Come here, hear me out. So, there's been the Nitro Girls, there's been dancers, they had mascots and outfits. I think Impact Wrestling needs their own marching band.
I think so.
You like that, don't you?
I'll be in there.
Dude, just imagine before
snare.
every show, they're just getting people hyped up. Intermission, getting people
Be like
hyped up.
drumline, dog.
I want to play the triangle.
But it, ding, ding.
What would you play in the marching band?
The tuba. He's just one of the dancers up front.
You better put this on this little documentary. Dunkin' Donuts, I love you. Any sort of endorsement or any way you could make my life better with more Dunkin' Donuts, much appreciated. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, best coffee around. Beats Wawa, beats Starbucks, beats... I'm going to do an interview for Dish Network, and I was just informed by D'Lo Brown, because I'm down with the Brown, that me and Brian Cage's World Championship match tonight will now be no DQ. So I wish someone would have told me that earlier on in the day. I'm one of the only guys that's not afraid to offend people. I'm not afraid to go out there and speak my mind, because I honestly do not care what every single person thinks. At the end of the day, the only person that I have to appease is myself. Oh, little one!
Oh, good to see you. You too.
Look at that. She don't freak.
That's right.
Is that the right terminology? She don't freak.
I'm more like coming from you. It's a little, but yeah, you got it. You got it, man.
No, I'm so proud of fucking what you guys are doing right now. I told her last night, like, it's so fucking great to see you guys are not afraid to fucking go out and stand up for something. So.
Yeah.
And you're both good ones. So.
Oh, thanks. You know.
I like to think of myself as a good person. I like to think that there's no complete good or complete evil in any human being. It's shades of gray. Everyone in their own mind is correct. And I think people don't understand that. They don't realize what I'm feeling, what you're feeling, what he's feeling, what he's feeling. In everyone's mind, their opinion is correct. So if you just look at the world like that and realize that everyone thinks they're correct and just allow people to have their own opinion without bitching or crying or trying to take down something else that they love or make someone else feel inadequate because they don't like what you like that's where the world's messed up right now. Why are we in a society now where everyone needs to know everything about every single aspect of everyone's life? People are nosy. At some point, people need privacy. That's why people go crazy, because they're under a microscope every single day. There's not one person is better than the other, and people need to start realizing that. I don't care race, sexual preference, gender, whatever you identify as is okay. You know why? Because that's you. No one else's opinion should matter of you. Look, the best way to describe who I am as a person, so you look at this bag. That is a normal person's brain. Now look at my bag. That's a really good way to describe how my brain works.
There is nobody that I've ever seen in this business that works harder than Sami does.
When Sami says that he is the best in professional wrestling and he is the best at what he does, I don't doubt that. Sami is indeed the best at what he does.
He talked about it. At 24 years old, he signed with a major television wrestling company, and the first thing they wanted to do was change who he was and how he approached everything. And rather than assimilate, Sami Callihan quit. And he walked away because he wanted to do it on his own terms. And if you're going to be a revolutionary, you can't be a revolutionary by following the trends.
I've been with him through the stuff that he went through in Orlando when he was in developmental, and how he was just misused and mistreated, and he was never valued.
For the longest time, I tried to make everyone happy. When I was signed down south in developmental, I walked on eggshells. For a lack of better terms, I became a bitch of a human being, and I wasn't myself. And at one point, my give a fuck broke, and I was like, you know what? I'm either gonna do this my way and be successful or fail, than do it someone else's way and fail anyway, because I knew that's exactly where I was going.
He's finally getting his due, and it's so nice for me to see that, and to see him just getting ready mentally and physically leading up to this day for months and months. And I couldn't be happier for him. I'm kind of trying to hold back tears right now just thinking about it, and I personally can't wait to watch it. Because Sami is, whether people want to admit it or not, he is pro wrestling.
I don't do anything small, I do things big. One of the things is, I could have went to other companies. People may forget, but in a span of 3 weeks, I debuted for Impact Wrestling, and then I went over and did a month-and-a-half long tour in New Japan. I probably could have went back to WWE if I really wanted to, but at the point of my life where I was when I first debuted at Impact Wrestling, I wanted to do something with Impact Wrestling. A, because the first place that would ever let me, Dave, and Jake be ourselves together on a national level, and we knew that'd work no matter what. We just needed the ball to roll with it. And two, I wanted to be one of the guys. Impact Wrestling was so deep down in the hole. It was about to die. They use that whole catchphrase now, hard to kill, because that's true. Impact Wrestling's hard to kill. But at that point, I saw the new team and I saw the new changing of the guard here, and I was like, you know what? One thing that will add to my resume, it will add to the type of person that I am in this business. I want to go to Impact Wrestling. I want to be one of the people that change that company, because people will look back at this 10 years from now and be like, Sami Callihan was one of the major reasons that saved Impact Wrestling. And I think I've done just that since I've been here.
Wrestling is Sami's life. He started out years and years ago as somebody who was told he's never gonna make it, and look how far he's come now. He's the top star of a TV company, and I couldn't praise Impact enough for letting him take the reins and show them and everybody else what he can do. And I firmly believe that they've helped each other. Impact Wrestling and Sami have helped each other people want to watch Impact again. So many people have wanted to, oh, when are they going to die? When are they going to die? But they're not. We are not. And I feel like Sami is a big part of that.
I'm gonna go ask my best bud Jay Chris if I can wear his knee pads. Hey Jay, can I use these? Tell them what Sami Callihaning an item is.
Oh, that's where he borrows something and just doesn't give it back.
Spade.
Yeah, who'd Sami Callihan those from?
Jake.
Sounds about right. Checks out. You'll never see him again.
Also, the same person, if I leave something at your house, it's yours now. That's
true. That's true. But see, he rarely forgets anything except for his phone chargers. But everyone knows what kind of commodity that is.
You know why? Because they first match on the fucking paper. First match on the fucking paper. Get ready. Get ready. Sometimes he needs that extra little bit to fucking pump him the fuck up.
Love you, Sami.
Hey, Melissa.
I'm not going back in.
Do you like my new name tag?
Good. What the fuck?
On my heart.
Sami Callihan is a polarizing figure in professional wrestling, and there's people that are Sami Callihan fans, and there's certainly lots of people who are Sami Callihan haters.
It's hard to differentiate Sami Callihan the person between Sami Callihan the character at this point, because it's kind of crossed that line. As much as in real life I have anxiety problems, I have mental health issues, I take so much of a burden on my back. I take so many different things that I put on my plate that are hard to deal with all at once, that I kind of have to be that person sometimes to be able to get through it all. Pro wrestling is 100% a release for me. When I'm out there, there's something else does take over me, because in real life I am a total germaphobe. But in the ring, I spit on people, I get nasty, I get vile, I don't think of the consequences of some things. But then as soon as I get to the back, my skin's crawling from some of the things I did in the ring. But that's just something that makes me me, and that's just something that is always that internal struggle. We all have mental issues. And that's one of the biggest things that I think needs to really come out with society, is everyone has mental issues. We all do. Like, I feel like we just like let it out more and just explain like, yo, I'm thinking like this right now, and someone else can look at you and be like, I'm thinking like that too, and then someone else will be like, oh, I'm thinking like that too. It makes you feel like you're not alone in your own world, trapped in your head.
This is my dad. This is for you, bro. Love you, man. I'm never been more proud of you. Mom and Dad, you're watching this too, bro. They'd be so proud.
I know, dude, I'm glad this is the first time you've seen me wrestle on a major scale.
I know. I told you I'd make it.
I know.
I gave him a Marine Corps poker chip that was given to me when I became a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps, because I'm proud of him. I've always knew he could make it.
I don't even read things on the internet because I get so angry at some of the things that I see that people say about him, because they don't know him. They don't know the work that he's put into this. And literally, Sami Callihan is changing the business as we speak. He's just really special, and I'm just glad that the world's starting to get to see that.
What I do takes a lot out of you, and it takes a lot to get into that mindset. Even though I can snap into Sami Callihan at a drop of a dime, at the same point, like, I gotta mentally prepare myself for some of the things that I'm gonna probably do tonight. Today will be violent. It won't be for the squeamish. It's the kind of wrestling you can't do every day. It's the kind of wrestling that you do on a special occasion that's built to. It's special.
you bitch! pretty amazing. I think it was an amazing way to end Bound for Glory. We say it's the biggest show of the year. We say it's our Super Bowl, and tonight everybody delivered on the biggest stage out there. I think that Sami Callihan went out there, put on a main event performance. I think he's always going to be hard on himself, and he's always going to look to do just a little bit extra. But I think anybody who watched that match has to tip their hat, like or loathe, both Sami Callihan, Brian Cage. Those guys are main event stars.
Well, awesome match, man. I know you're busy. I love you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Don't kiss me, dude. Give me a kiss. Okay.
It's like getting in a car crash multiple times and getting back up and doing it again. There's no way to ever explain. No one will ever understand the feeling of professional wrestling unless they get in the ring. They can say, oh, that ring's not that hard. No, it's fucking hard. Oh, those are gimmick chairs and gimmick cars. No, they're fucking real. Like, professional wrestling hurts. But we do it because we love it, and it's a great drug, and it's given me everything I ever dreamed of or ever wanted in my life. Like, when I'm out there, I'm legit in tunnel vision. It doesn't matter if it's 12 people or 10,000 people. It all feels the same to me. I'm inside a black box, and like I truly black out. I become a different person.
It's great, man. I love it.
I want to be remembered. I want to be an icon. I don't want to just be a flavor of the month. I don't want to just be a guy that did this for a while, then quit and went and did another job. I want to be one of the best of all time. What I do next is I still plan on becoming Impact World Champion. My time here in Impact will never be done. My time of representing this company will never be done until I hold the Impact World Heavyweight Championship and I carry this company into the promised land. Like it or not, it may happen in a day from now, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. I will be the face of Impact Wrestling and the entire wrestling world.